What's good, YouTube? This is Bezzle coming at you again. You tuned into the Bezzle TV. We standing out here in front of one of my projects. If you didn't know, I do own fine fencing and more construction company. I try to do a little bit. I put up fences, privacy fences, which is this one right here, chain link, wrought iron, any type of fence you pretty much need. So, well, you can tune in, or you can go to see some of my work on my Facebook page. But right now, I'm gonna show you this project that I built. This guy, he wanted a 6-foot fence. He's a coworker of mine. They're converting to an 8-foot fence. You have different types of privacy fences. You have red cedar, and then you have treated pine fencing. This is treated pine fence, and the way you can always tell about treated pine fences, you have your 3 rails. This is what you consider a rail. You have 3 rails, one at the top, one in the middle, and one at the bottom. And the reason why you have 3 rails on treated pines is because these pickets, these are called dog-ear pickets, each board, they have a tendency on treated pine, they have a tendency to buckle in the middle, or warp, what they want to call it. So your fence will be looking all out of whack. But cedar doesn't warp. So on cedar fences, you have a rail at the top and a rail at the bottom. This guy chose to go with galvanized steel posts instead of treated wooden posts. And treated wooden posts, I come to find out, last just as long if cemented all the way up to the top and good. On the galvanized posts, they last a long time, but if you don't put the cap on them, water gets down the side of them, rain will fill up, and they rot off at the bottom. You'll see a lot of fence leaning. Well, I'm going to show you a little bit of the fence right now. This is approximately 140-foot fence. And what he wanted me to do, he wanted to run alongside his property, and he wanted me to bring it up to 8 foot at the back. Kind of the last minute deal, and that's what I ended up doing, stepping it up to 8 foot at the back and everything. So that's pretty much how that went along. And one thing you want to do is make sure that I prefer to use screws instead of nails, even if you're doing wooden posts, because screws, bolts, and nuts just hold a whole lot better. Anytime you're doing any type of digging, you want to also call 811, because you got to call the people before call before you dig. Any type of excavating on property, you call 811, and what they'll do is they'll come out and mark your territory, and all the cords or wires or lines supposed to at least be 36 inches under the ground, but that's not necessarily true all the time. So any type of excavating you're going to be doing with an auger or a tractor or anything, you call them. And I don't know if you can still see it. They'll come out and mark the land and put these little orange markings down on what you're supposed to dig on. So if you don't call, you're going to be paying approximately you're going to be paying about $2,500. And who ain't trying to pay it is me. So what I did is walk it on down, brought it on down, stepped it down to the 6-foot neighbor fence right here. And now he called me back about a couple of weeks later, and he wanted the gate. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put him up a 6-foot gate over here with the hinges pointing outward. Most gates, you want to go all the way up to the front of the driveway and stop right at the driveway so the land can be level. But he didn't want that, so we're trying our best to get it in. We got you want your post on gates double, so to support it real well. And of course, I went 2 feet in the ground on this one. And this is going to be the gate entry right here. This is going to be part of the fence. And this is going to be part of the other part of the fence as well. So that's going to be it for right now, YouTube. I'm signing off, deuces, and I'll tune back in after I finish the gates to let you know how I did. Peace.